I just noticed behind me John Deere tractors. I know a lot about John Deere. I love the company. But as you know, they've announced a few days ago that they're going to move a lot of their manufacturing business to Mexico. I'm just notifying John Deere right now. If you do that, we're putting a 200% tariff on everything that you want to sell into the United States.
You won't believe what just happened. In a shocking move, U.S. farmers have brought food production to a grinding halt. Tractors stand still, fields go unharvested. And who are they blaming? None other than former President Donald Trump. Why? Because of his sudden call for a massive 200% tariff on farm equipment made in Mexico, especially gear from the American icon, John Deere. This tariff threat didn't just rattle Washington, it rocked America's heartland, the same land that feeds the nation. And now angry farmers are fighting back. Let's rewind. John Deere, one of America's oldest and most trusted tractor makers, just announced it's investing $55 million in a new factory in Mexico. Why? Simple. It's cheaper to make some machines there. This Mexican plant will build small items like cabins and loaders, not the big green tractors we see in Iowa or Nebraska. Deere says the move only affects 5% of its U.S. output, but that didn't stop Trump from losing his cool. At a rally in Pennsylvania, Trump called Deere's decision a betrayal of American workers. He then threatened to slap a 200% tariff on any John Deere machine made in Mexico and shipped back to the U.S. Trump's announcement sent shockwaves through the farming world. Deere's stock dropped more than 1.5% overnight. Even bigger, the reaction from farmers. Many rely on Deere equipment, but now with border delays, extra costs, and machines stuck in customs, the fields are quiet. No plowing, no planting, no harvesting. Farmers say they're the ones stuck in the middle of this fight and they're fed up. For years, farmers have felt trapped by John Deere's rules. The company locks down the software in their machines. That means farmers can't fix their own tractors without special tools or costly help. Need to swap a sensor? Too bad. Want to reboot the system? Not allowed. Instead, they have to wait days, sometimes weeks, for a certified Deere technician. Repairs can cost hundreds of dollars more than they should. Now, with new machines delayed and repair services limited, many farmers say enough is enough. They're shutting down their operations in protest. This isn't just about tariffs. Farmers across America are also demanding the right to repair, the freedom to fix their own machines. More than 11 states, including Colorado and Illinois, have passed or are working on laws that force companies like John Deere to share repair tools and manuals. And the movement is growing fast. One farmer in Iowa put it best. I grew the crops, I paid for the tractor. Why can't I fix it myself? Fair point. Since Trump's tariff talk, things have gotten worse at the border. U.S. Customs is now slowing down inspections of farm machines coming in from Mexico. Tractors and combines are stuck in containers, sometimes for weeks. That's caused harvest delays, missed planting windows, and millions of dollars in crop losses. In Nebraska alone, farmers lost over $50 million in June because equipment didn't arrive on time. And it's not just small farms feeling the pain. Entire food supply chains are being disrupted. So why did John Deere go to Mexico in the first place? Well, making machines in the U.S. has gotten very expensive. The average wage for a factory worker here is about $27 per hour. In Mexico, it's closer to $5. With competition from other brands like Kubota and Mahindra, Deere is under pressure to cut costs. If they can't compete on price, they risk losing business, especially in fast-growing places like Brazil, Argentina, and Colombia. It's not about abandoning the U.S., it's about survival in a tough global market. But Trump doesn't see it that way. His 200% tariff plan was meant to bring jobs back to America. Instead, it may backfire. Economists say it could violate the USMCA, the free trade deal between the U.S., Mexico, and Canada. That could spark a trade war, raise prices, and hurt U.S. companies. Even worse, it may scare other American companies from investing abroad even when it makes sense. John Deere isn't giving up on America. In fact, the company promised to invest another $20 billion in U.S. factories over the next 10 years. They plan to use automation and AI to boost productivity and keep jobs at home, but they also need to grow overseas. Latin America is buying more tractors every year. That's a market Deere can't afford to ignore. So the company is walking a tightrope. Stay loyal to its American roots while keeping up with global demand. The heartland isn't staying quiet. Farmers are protesting, demanding the right to repair, and asking Congress to step in. At a big event in Des Moines, hundreds of farmers gathered holding signs that read, "Let us fix our tractors," and "Tariffs hurt farmers." They're not asking for handouts. They want fair prices, working machines, and the freedom to do their jobs. The situation is serious. If the tariff fight continues, millions of acres in the Midwest could go unharvested. That could push up food prices, hurt supply chains, and affect families across the country. Mexico is now asking the U.S. for three things: repair rights for farmers, support funds for those hit by delays, technology sharing so farms can run independently. Whether Washington listens is still unclear. The fight over tractors is no longer just about machines. It's about the future of farming, trade, and American identity. Trump wants factories here. Farmers want freedom to repair. Deere wants to survive a global price war. And in the middle of it all are the crops, the workers, and the food we all depend on. One wrong move could hurt us all. But with smart policies, fair trade, and respect for workers, there's still time to fix this mess. This isn't just a story about tariffs and tractors, it's a story about power. Who has it, who uses it, and who pays the price. The next time you see a John Deere tractor, remember, it's not just green paint and metal. It's a symbol of America's food, its farmers, and the tough choices facing our nation. Will we protect American jobs or embrace global trade? Can we do both? Stay tuned. The harvest and the future depend on it.